Boston Celtic Music Fest recently, and that's one of the absolute highlights of my year because I've got so many unbelievably wonderful and talented friends in the Celtic music community, and I just love Celtic music, especially because my heritage is very Irish-Scottish. So I've grown up listening to it and playing it, but just to get to watch all of these spectacular artists, and many of them that I'm so honored to call friends, play. Special. And one of the most special events this year's Boston Celtic Music Fest, they actually had two featured artists. They usually can get one big, like super big name international artist to be the closer. This year they got two. They got an Irish band called Altan and a Scottish band called Old Blind Dogs. And Old Blind Dogs is a band I've known about for a long time, and I've seen a couple times because my pipes teacher, Elias Alexander, has filled in on American tours for their piper in the past, and my other good friend Sarah Collins has filled in for their fiddle player on some tours, depending on who could travel, who had their visas working and whatnot. And so I've seen this band a couple times, and I know them, but I had never seen them as a full. They had their full, official lineup, their Scottish lineup, but because Elias and Sarah were in town for Boston Celtic Music Fest, they had them up on stage with them and played as a six-piece, and it was incredible. It was a powerhouse show. I wish someone had recorded the whole darn thing and made a live album out of it, because it was not to be missed. And what made it even more special is my dear, wonderful friend Scottish Fish, who you've heard me mention on these streams before. If you've been here before, I've even played one of their tunes a couple times ago. They were incredibly deservedly named the winner of the Brian O'Donovan Legacy Fund Artist of the Year. Brian O'Donovan, who passed away recently, was a stalwart in the Boston Celtic music scene and really helped popularize the scene and make the scene accessible, and was known for encouraging and nurturing young artists and getting them, chances to play on the radio and at festivals. And he was beloved by everyone, someone that I wish so much that I could have met, because I've heard so many wonderful stories about this man from dear friends, including the Fish. And as this year's Legacy Fund artist, they got to open for Old Blind Dogs. And they actually played a set at the end with the Old Blind Dogs, which was incredible. But I want to do a Scottish folk song, and I've actually done this one on stream before. I did it on guitar. I'm going to do it a little bit of a different way this time. This is one that the Old Blind Dogs did. I learned it at the Boston States Fiddle Camp last year because Elias was teaching there. And it's a song that has a fair bit of Scots language in it. It's a language very similar to English, but there are some different words. And it's the story of two crows who are the person singing the song overhears these two crows talking about how there's a dead knight behind a stone wall in a field, and nobody knows that the knight is there apart from the knight's his hunting hawk, his hound, and his lady. And the three of them have all decided they've got better things to do. They don't really care. They've gone off to do their own things. So these crows are celebrating that they are going to feast tonight. It's kind of a gruesome, spooky song, but at the same time, it's kind of, if you look at it from the crow's perspective, it's rather romantic. A date night, if you will. And this is called the Twa Corbies, which means two crows in Scots. Old hawk his hound and his lady fair. Oh, his hawk his hound and his lady fair. His hawk is take the hunting game, his hound to bring all the wildfowl hame. His lady's ta'en another mate, oh, so we can is a name for him, Max Main, but nobody kens how far he has came, or his bare bones as they lie there, oh, and will fly forevermore. Wind will fly forevermore. She didn't want to think that she lived a lie. There was always talk of a wandering eye, and he'd come to the club and he'd look all around and take a fair-minded man not to wander aloud. Now she walks into town in a long white gown, and the band plays on with no one around. And the rice was gone 4 hours ago, and the white wheel limousine standing alone. The father of the bride is drinking so slow. So I was working on this the other day, the segue. This is a Bruce Hornsby song, if you hadn't figured that out already, if you didn't know. A lot of times during this part, he'll do any number of songs, and he'll reharmonize he'll make the melody fit over this chord progression. He's done songs like Just One More by George Jones and Long Black Veil by the band, and I was thinking, well, which one would I do with this? And then I was just screwing around, and I thought, I wonder if I could make another Scottish folk song work. And I tried this, and it was too cool to not do it at least once. So this is a song, it's kind of the same story as the Twa Corbies. It's called The Three Ravens, and I was lucky enough to sing this with my dear friend Louise Bicken for her Halloween show at Club Passim this past year. You'll notice one distinct difference, apart from it being ravens instead of crows, and there being 3 of them instead of 2. This dead knight's animals and lady care about him a hell of a lot more than the other one. 3 ravens sat upon a tree. Hey, dude, hey, every day. 3 ravens sat upon a tree. Hey, dude, 3 ravens sat upon a tree. They were black as black could be, singing la doon, la every day. The middle lane said, "Tay is made." Hey, doon, hey, every day. The middle lane said, "Tay is made." Hey, doon, the middle lane said, "Tay is made." Where shall we our dinner take? Singing la doon, la every day.
day, here comes a lady.